I don't know what else can go wrong with this picture.
Maria!
Hi, how are you?
What's up, KB?
Mhm. I'm doing good. Thank you again for taking the time to speak with me. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Mhm. Okay, so I wanted to get started asking about what really interested you in the film and how you became attached. How did you first hear about the film overall?
My manager brought this to me as an opportunity of something, so it was an offer. And initially the character was different than me, and we wanted to try and go outside of the box and create something new and exciting. And the First Brothers were willing to collaborate with me on that, and we did it. And I think we made something special.
And speaking about working with them as the writer directors on the film, what was that collaboration like with the two of them as you began filming and really figuring out how you wanted to play your character in the film?
Yeah, I was able to get a rapport with them before we actually even start filming. And Griff is an actor himself, so we already kind of had like the short form language and way to communicate. And Nathan is such a brainiac and a wordsmith, and really countenance that type of energy. And so we were able to vibe on that level. So I had a great time with both of them.
Yeah. And once you began filming, how did you really also create the collaboration with your co-stars as well and really building your character relationships? What was that experience like together on set?
So what I did is I reached out to all of the cast before we started because I'm big on camaraderie. I'm good on trying to like have like a benignant relationship with my castmates. And so I had already started communicating with them before we even got to Guatemala. And once we got there, we all in a different country, and we all are like-minded, and so we would hang out and we would build a rapport, and I think that showed on camera.
Mhm. And speaking about filming in Guatemala, what was that experience like as well? In general, as an actor, do you really enjoy going to different locations to film these types of like action-driven films as well overall?
First of all, I'm kind of like a homebody, so I really like enjoy being home, like with my family and my TV setup, so I can watch my sports and my movies and my TV shows. But is nice to be able to go to different new exotic places to be able to experience the culture and the people and the weather, for a period of time and then come back to my reality. So it was fun.
Yeah. And with this film, how did the culture there really maybe help build the story? Was that something that you felt really helped create the environment on set to just really go to a different country and have that really influence the experience on set as well overall?
Yeah, I mean, I think anytime I've gone to a different country and I was able to just feel like, you know, just the ambiance of the environment, of the way that people speak and how they treat you, and like all of it is it's like going to school for like first day of like high school. It's exciting and it's new, and so all of that is helpful to me as opposed to like if we just filmed that here in LA.
Mhm. And while you were filming this movie, what was the experience like in creating the physicality as well? Having a background doing some other like action-driven films, is that something that you enjoy really like creating the physicality or action sequences when you're inside as well?
Well, it depends because I'm afraid of heights. And so like the height stuff was like a little scary for me. Um and you know the water, actually the water was really nice, but I didn't know it was going to be really nice. So I was a little freaked out beforehand, but once I got in there, it actually was refreshing and amazing. Uh, but I did not do my own stunts all the time. I did a couple of them, but I leave that to the professionals.
Yeah. Mhm. And when you're filming like genre-driven films like this one, do you also feel it's important to have like a sense of humor and comedy mixed in as well? And was that something that was in the script for this film and kind of mixing in the humor with the action as well?
Yeah, I think I probably always tend to bring a level of levity and jocularity into my performance. I think that's kind of like my charm is to be open and free and fun. And so a lot of times they kind of let me go off and say what I want to say. I mean, I give
Mhm.
them their take. I give them what they write, but then I also, might infuse something that I think of.
Mhm. And speaking of that, I was also about to ask if improv was big on the set. Was that something that was encouraged amongst you and your co-stars, or what was that balance like of sticking to the script and maybe improving as well?
Yeah, like I said, I think if you give them what they want and the take that they wrote, then they are amenable to you trying new things because who knows, there might be magic in there. And some of the things were used like because I'm a lover of language, a lot of times I use like unconventional words. And so I use those all the time. And the character the that Zach played, Collins, once he gets infected, he starts rambling like
Mhm.
and being opaque and blatherskite all the time. And sometimes he would just use words that he heard me say in real life, like it's a very omnivorous day because the character was like so loopy at the time. Or sometimes I would just ask obscure questions like what is the lifespan of a butterfly? And then the cast would just be like, Paige, where do you come up with these? And both of those things he actually said in the movie and they kept it. So
And,
Karen,
yeah.
you know the lifespan of a butterfly.
Mhm. Actually, I don't. That's now that you mentioned it, that's I don't really know. So that's a good question. Yeah. Yeah.
Like 2 weeks
Yeah.
if it's
And now with the movie being released this week in theaters and on digital, are you looking forward to connecting with genre fans and seeing their reactions and really getting to connect with audiences over the movie as well?
I would love to do that. And
Mhm.
if you have any advice of the best way to be able to connect with genre fans that are seeing this movie, you should let me know because I would love to connect with them.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, I've been seeing like some reactions like online to like the trailer and stuff. So I was like wondering if that was like something that like you and the rest of the cast are doing, maybe engaging like online and social media with audiences as well coming in. Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to do that. That would be awesome.
Yeah. Mhm. And besides acting, I saw that you're also involved in music. Is that something that you really enjoy and want to continue? Is there any projects coming up that you can also discuss in the sense of like music as well as acting?
Ironically, you should ask that,
Mhm.
KB. I have a
Mhm.
self-titled album that comes out the same day as the movie, so it drops on Friday. It's called Pagekennedy. It's my sixth uh, studio album, and I'm very proud of it. I'm happy about it, and I think people are gonna love it. I also have a song in the movie. It's called Speed, and it's the first song that you hear in the first scene when the movie starts.
Yeah. Yeah, I write about movies and music and TV. So when I saw that, that was something that I was interested in asking about as well. So just kind of like the acting side and music as well. And how did maybe the song on the soundtrack and in the movie come about? Did you approach the filmmakers with that, or did they ask you, or what was that experience like as well?
I definitely approached them, and then the cast. they heard the song and it really was concomitant with what is going on in our film, and we all touted for this song Speed because it fits right well with the speed of the dogs, and it worked out and they used it.
Yeah. Mhm. Well, I think that was mainly it, but thank you again for taking the time to speak with me. I appreciate it. Mhm.
Thank you so much, Karen.
You're welcome.